Lakers win their 4th in a row, 9 out of 10. They use a 19-0 run in the 3rd to kind of recapture control of that game and never look back. And guys, for the first time since December 29th, the Lakers move into the 8th spot in the Western Conference standings, only by a half game. But they are 21-8 since February 1st. That's 3rd best in the NBA. And they have been in that 9-10 spot the whole time, big game. But today, just for a moment, climbing out.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Brez take
Brez
this.
Been talking about this a lot for the last couple months.
This has been his thing, Brez. You're the expert at this.
This is a big deal. We've been talking about this for a while. And this is not a winnable game. This is not a gimme game like the last 3 games on the road were. But the Lakers absolutely put it away in that 4th quarter. Rob, you're already upset with me. Why are you shaking your head? The Lakers are happy. The Lakerland is excited. They're a half game out of 7 to Geet. Only a game and a half out of 6. Remember, they own that tiebreaker with Phoenix for 6 if they catch them.
Yeah, still play the Pelicans in front of them.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Tough game tomorrow. They play Minnesota here. We'll see what happens. But if I'm the rest of the NBA, I'm a little bit nervous. Lakers are won 9 out of 10. They're beating good teams. They're winning in Milwaukee. They're creaming Cleveland here in LA. I mean, there's a lot to like if you're a Laker fan. Thank you, James. I appreciate that, by the way.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're the Wikipedia. You could explain it a lot better than I could, but I do understand the scenario that they're in now. They're playing really good basketball. Yes, could they move up? Possibly, yes. They got to take care of business the remainder of the season, but I just like the way they're playing. Regardless of where that's going to, end up, I hope they are able to move up and get out of that playing situation, but I just love the way they're playing. A little sloppy, today being the first game back after a long road trip, but if they continue to play, and I think, 30 assists tonight or something like that, Geeter.
Nice.
That's their winning formula.
The ball is moving. The defense was pretty good until they got mental lapses and let Cleveland back in the game. But other than that, I like the totality of what I'm seeing, and that's why they are moving up.
The biggest key right there, James, is the mental lapses. You got to think about this. You know you're in a position where you got a really good team coming in here tomorrow. And you go out there and have the 3rd quarter where you lose a little bit of your focus. You take a lot of bad shots. And if you want to be successful in this league, you cannot have that, especially where you are in position-wise. Let's be honest. We do not want to be wherever Denver is, so we want to move up as far as possible. My whole focus now is for the Lakers to be focused. You got to be so focused because these next games are so important to you as a team because you need to win all of them to be in a better position to get some rest.
Also give up a chance to get some rest. When you have a 16-point lead, try to take it a little bit further so LeBron can come out. Maybe if it's only 4 minutes or 3 minutes, it means a lot. But when you let him come back, But we got the W, most importantly.
Brez has talked a lot about the odds to win Defensive Player of the Year and how Rudy Gobert is pretty much a big favorite with Wemby, and then tied with Jared Allen for 3rd was AD. AD has separated himself today. What a game, James. I'll start with you, doing it on both ends. Offensively, listen, he had the 22 points. He was 7 of 11. He had the 13 rebounds. But really, when the team was floundering in the 3rd quarter, AD wasn't touching the ball. He went and got his own. He went and got a rebound. Took it to the rack, scored, and then scored 11 in that quarter, and the Lakers never looked back. But to me, it's the 6 blocks in the 3 steals. We talked about going up against Allen, Mobley, the length. AD set the tone today, and he was fantastic.
And 0 turnovers after all of that. So, I mean, he had the 6 blocks. I saw at least 5 or 6 times where he made people change their minds about taking the shot.
Look at this right here, most double-doubles, just to go off what James was saying. Look at the names he's up there with. Cap, Magic, Shaq, and now AD when it comes to double-doubles. 62 games this year, Rob.
This guy, he doesn't get as many shots as I would like him to, but he goes and gets his shots because he's going to get offensive rebounds, he's going to block shots, he's going to do all the intangibles that you want him to do. And we know we harp on him being one of the best defensive players, and so I'm not going to harp on it anymore because I know the league probably got some guys doing voting that don't know what the heck they doing. But AD has just been perfect this season, and the reason he's been perfect because his body hasn't let him down. You think about the past since he's been here, his body's kind of had an injury here, injury there. But this year, his body hasn't let him down. He came in season in shape. He stayed in shape. And I think, for me, That's why his play has been so good, because he trusts his body, because his body's going, they know it can withstand all the pounding and all the movement and the rigorous course of 82 games comes with it.
Yeah, I mean, I think you bring up a great point. We're 78 games in, Brez, and he's played, what, 73 of them?
Yeah, he's on pace to play 77, which would be huge. I mean, the fact that he and LeBron have stayed relatively healthy this season, that's a big bonus for them. And they both look fresh. LeBron had a lot of bounce tonight. I was impressed with him. It helps that they haven't played in a few days. That's always a good thing when you give LeBron a little bit extra rest. But about AD, you mentioned Jared Allen. He and AD are tied, according to the odds makers, for third for Defensive Player of the Year odds. Jared Allen had 1 steal and no blocks. AD had 6 blocks and 3 steals. So just a little head-to-head comp right there. And he goes up against Gobert tomorrow. He loves these games. When he's up against another guy who people are talking about instead of him, he loves these challenges. Wembanyama, another guy ahead of him on the list. He's second in odds to win DPOY. Don't play the Spurs again, but I know tomorrow he's gonna have something special for us against Rudy Gobert.
D'Lo, guys, let's switch gears and look at his first half. He had 23 of his 28 in the first half. That's the most he scored in the first half this year. He did it on 5 of 8 from 3, ended up 6 of 12. He's shattering the record now in terms of single season three-point shooting for the Lakers. And Rob, he is just that guy that has the ability to take your lead from 4 to 15 and do it quickly and swiftly.
He's turned into one of the best shooters in the NBA, period. Is he Steph or Clay? No. But is he a guy who really you feel comfortable with the ball in his hands, shooting a 3? Yeah. I love how he's adjusted his shot in season too, James. He'll get the ball now up high, barely take it down, just kind of flicks it off his wrist. He's done a lot of work in season, which is hard to do when you're trying to tinker with your shot heat.
Yeah, I agree with what you both said, and I want to add to it, Big Game. It says a lot that he has learned how to play alongside 2 big-time superstars and be able to get what he wants offensively. He can play off ball, like Brez says, quick release. He can drive. He can navigate. He gets the assists. He really is starting to feel comfortable, and you can tell it's a different guy.
Yeah, I mean he's made the adjustments, to play alongside star players. I mean he was an all-star in Brooklyn, so he's grown a plus 21 in the plus minus today. That's the highest in the team. So he's learned how to, run a team and take advantage of his strengths.